Welcome to Leader Lifestyle Hub. As we have set the target of completing 200 book summaries in the entire year, here comes the book number 145. And the name of the book that we have today is Disney You, written by Lipp. Let us see the small information about Lipp. Who is this author and what is the story behind this Disney You? Gordon Douglas Lipp, known as Lipp, who is a consultant, speaker, and author based in Fair Oaks, California. Lipp is an expert in leadership and customer service. He is the CEO and president of G. Douglas Lipp and Associates, which is a consulting firm. And the other books written by the same author is the one currently we are reading is Disney You, How Disney University develops the world's most engaged, loyal, and customer-centric employees. Stuck in the middle seat, the way to global, danger and opportunity, the challenging phase, global customer service. These are the other collection of the same author. If you have more interest towards leadership, you can have a look at that books as well. Let us see the target audience and the customer service consulting firm, how the author is saying about Disney You and what he learned from the Disney company. The first target audience of this group is business executives, like those who are in the business executives who wants to learn more about successful business practices, like whatever the business practices are there, how to learn more effectiveness in the successful business practices. For them, this book will help them. Few principles which learn from Disney World that help the business executives. Any leader who wants to understand what keep team members happy and engaged. Every team member is not in the same zone, right? So if you want to make every team member happy and engaged as a leader, let us see what are the 3 lessons that you can see from this book. A 23-year-old who is passionate about Disney World and their theme parks from their childhood. Even every child or every kid loves to see the Disney World. So those who have the passion towards the Disney World, they can have a look at this book. Disney You book outlines the principles that create the customer-centric philosophy of Disney and contribute to the company's massive success, while also highlighting some aspects of their organizational culture, such as caring for their staff and providing high-quality training. Let us listen from the author himself, Lipp. Qualities and values. Qualities and values. Every leader should strive to attain. So even empowering leader or upcoming leader, they have to strive for these 2 qualities, qualities and values. And crystal clear direction, clarity, direction plus an unwavering commit and passion makes them to achieve those 2. So clear clarity, direction plus commitment and passion. These 2 makes the leader which enroll for qualities and values. Let me repeat the statement. Qualities and values, every leader should strive to attain crystal clear direction plus an unwavering commitment and passion. The success of Disney is undeniable. Whether you are a fan of their characters or not, you have heard about this company multiple times throughout your life. Disney knows that. So they have created the theme park. Like we go for Wonderla, we go for the resorts. Like the same way, Disney created the theme parks where people can meet their favorite characters in real life. Guess what? They have a massive success there too. So, how did Disney manage to achieve all of this? Well, the answer may shock you. A customer centric culture and an employee based mentality. If you are unsure about what these concepts mean, don't worry, we will get into that in a minute. Disney started off by the adapting the correct mentality. First, they provided the best training for their staff at their themed park. So before they started the themed park, they have trained the staff very nicely. They consider this as an investment rather than expense. As a consequence, their employees provide real life impersonations of everyone's favorite characters like no one else in the world. As a result, customers feel magical when visiting these places. So they come back from generation to generation, from the old generation to new generation as well. It was started in 2013, but still continuing in that much craze. Therefore, the company sells like crazy. This is a perfect example of a win-win-win situation, which Doug Lipp's Disney U explores in detail and tries to reach and teach its readers the best way to achieve it in their companies. Disney U focuses on the essential aspects of a successful business like Disney, which managed to stay relevant on the market for decades and gain new audience constantly, consistently. The power of example is what makes this book valuable, as companies can learn many good practices by reading about this organization. The author offers advices on how to keep employees happy, hold on to the traditions without altering the future of your company, and other actionable advices. Without any delay, let us see the top 3 lessons of this book. Here are my 3 favorite lessons from the book. The most successful companies put their staff first. And the second important lesson is a healthy business model is part science and half part art. The art and science should come together for a healthy business model. Third powerful lesson is learn from your mistakes and create plans for the future. Let us take a look on each and every lesson in greater detail and see what they really mean. Let us get started. Lesson number 1. Invest in your staff and keep them happy at all times in order to achieve success. If you want to outsmart your competition and develop a sustainable business model, you will have to center your business around the customers. In order to do that, you will have to take care of your staff first and foremost. Why? Because they are responsible for keeping your operations going. A happy employee is a motivated employee. But how does one motivate their personnel? Sure, physical incentives such as money will do this trick, but soon they will need much more money than that they have to stay loyal to your business and keep providing value. It is all about the morals and common purpose they center themselves around. Employees become most loyal and most motivated when they have a common purpose. Disney is a great example of how a company can include its staff in the organizational structure. They do this by continuous training where they learn about the philosophy of the company. So Disney conducts the trainings occasionally for their staff where they can learn the new way of ideologies and the new philosophy of the company. Passing on values makes them feel like they are part of a bigger movement. Like that is why Start With Why is the book. It also helps them to work on their why and makes them think past their material needs. Means whatever the material needs, They suppress them with the values that they are getting from the company. Also, in order to keep them happy, management has to be very transparent and adopt the open door policy so as to encourage employees to speak up about any problems, challenges they may encounter, or they have any ideas to share. So invest time in your staff so that you can make them happy at all times in order to achieve success. Let us see the lesson number 2. Running a business is both science and art, and a good executive knows how to combine both. A sustainable business model implies an executive who understands the company they run very well. Means if you are being an executive of business and you know about what is sustainable business model, and you know about how you understand the company to run very well, they can also find the balance between the practical and artistic sides of the business. So practical reality is one side of the coin, and the artistic side of the business is another side of the coin. Disney is another great example of outstanding management and a harmonious balance between these two, which is practicality and the realistic way, artistic way. In other words, a company has two sides. The scientific side of it includes its infrastructure, the services, and the products offered. This is all about science. So left side of the coin, scientific side, infrastructure, the services, and the products offered. Services include like the foods, offers, the benefits, the goodies, all the things include in the scientific side. This part is about the processes and the physical assets. Disney has theme parks and many attractions within them that they exploit for lucrative purposes. The second side of the coin, the artistic side of it, consists in running the staff and creating an organizational structure. So maintaining the organizational structure comes under the artistic way, and maintaining the services and products is a scientific way. This aspect of artistic way aspect of business makes it stand out from their organizations. In this company, for example of Disney, this part is about teaching their staff interpersonal skills, training them every frequently, and how to communicate and bond with their customers while delivering outstanding experiences for them. So these are the few techniques that Disney acquired in making the artistic side of the business as well. Disney is also a great example of how trained and how happy employees will dictate the success of a company. Means the employees of Disney are always trained as well as happy. Their staff is heavily trained on delivering a stellar customer experience by impersonating famous characters. As such, their audience keep on coming again and again, and they have done so for the last 50 plus years, means 5+ decades. It's not so easy. Nowadays, companies who have 3 years or 5 years are shutting down without having the proper future. In the same way, if you are looking for the long run business game, find out these two sides of the coin. One is scientific side and the second side is artistic side. Scientific side is like all about the products, the services that you provide, and the infrastructure that you maintain. Whereas the artistic side, you maintain the organizational structure and making the trainings to the employees, making them happy and trained as per the time and the technology. Let us move on to the third powerful lesson, which is I talked about technology. Adapt to changes, learn from the past, and anticipate the future. Businesses must always adapt to the dynamicity of their environment, as it is unpredictable and quite competitive. Now, there is a huge market in artificial intelligence and machine learning, and in the upcoming future, there might be a good market for cryptos as well, cryptocurrencies. However, whoever fails to do so will find that their business is in big danger of going bankrupt. If you only stick for particular old strategies or old modern philosophies that you're following, then you are about to going into the big danger in the future. So always make sure your business is dynamic in their environment. A good leader and administrator must frequently analyze the company's strategy and adjust it every frequently. Take the example of huge companies like Nokia, Amazon, Flipkart, Google, which were once among the leaders of their industry, but no one has heard of them in years. Like Nokia, now you are not able to hear that much times. This is due to poor management who fail to learn from their past mistakes and anticipate future trends and strategies. On the other hand, Disney does things a bit differently. Traditional business models are often outdated when it comes to the market nowadays, where the digital environment is the primordial source of information. Earlier, the environment is not same. That is a physical environment where sales has been happened by one-to-one personal sales, as well as the customer to shops were there. Now the entire environment is transforming to digital environment. Therefore, managers should learn to keep up with the changes and never be rigid when it comes to switching business practices when they no longer work. If Facebook is not working, you need to try out from Insta. If your Insta is not working, you need to try it from YouTube. If your YouTube is not working, you need to try it from X. Some other platforms, and switching the business practices will work. Moreover, when it comes to the future, a good executive will try to anticipate it so as to create potential strategies and not get caught by surprise. Disney does this by keeping up with the latest digital trends in the animation with their smart parks. They keep updating. Therefore, not only do they keep their recurring audience engaged, but they can also attract younger generations who are more coming again and again in the future, immersed in the digital culture. One important aspect when it comes to creating or maintaining business practices is taking feedback. As an executive, you will want to get as many opinions as you can so as to receive fresh perspectives. Do this by asking your staff, newcomers, and stakeholders, your clients, or your customers about key aspects of the business and sort through the information at the end. So take the business feedback from anyone to make you changes of your interpersonal skills. So these three are the most important lessons. The most successful companies put their staff first, make sure they give their trainings to every now and then. A healthy business model is mixture of science and art. Science contains the products and services, whereas artistic way contains the organizational structure and culture. And third important lesson is make sure you are dynamic and keeping update yourself, learn from your mistakes and create plans for your future. This is all about the Disney You. Hope so you have learned some important techniques and business practices. Put these practices in your daily activities, learn from your past mistakes and take it into the future. Let me repeat the powerful quote again. Qualities and values every leader should strive to attain, which should direct you with crystal clear direction, plus an unwavering commitment with the passion, which makes you success in long run. Thank you so much. See you in another book summary tomorrow. Until then, stay connected, keep progressing. If you have any queries or any thoughts that you want to share